Oh, hello there everyone, and welcome to a game called The Shadows That Run Alongside Our Car. This game has been out for a little while, and it's more of a visual novel, so it's going to be heavy wording, so I'm going to be speaking a lot. So if that's not your kind of thing, then there are plenty of other YouTube videos out there. But yeah, today we're just going to sit down, read what these two people are going to do with their lives, because I think they just found each other, they're in a car. I think there's an apocalypse that's going on and they're just driving and just talking about life. So yeah, I guess we just start. Also, I'm sorry if I butcher some words. I know when I'm reading I somehow switch words or I just put in a word that doesn't exist in that sentence. So if that happens, I apologize in advance. But anyway, let's start. Whose eyes will you see the road through? Oh, we get to choose. I'll be passenger. Because I don't want to concentrate driving. Gun it. Can I just hit spacebar, or where do I have to click? I lay back against the passenger seat. It's weird, sitting on the side of the car. But my stomach's been feeling off for a while and I just can't drive. So I've handed my keys over to this stranger. What's the worst that could happen, right? Stare out the window, watching the unchanging scenery whiz by. There's an awkward silence, but I don't feel like filling it. It's so stuffy in the car. I can reach for the window control button and let the window roll open. You sure that's a good idea? It's not like zombies are just going to hurl themselves at a moving car. Who knows? Maybe they would. Fair enough. A slight breeze feels good against my neck. But this guy keeps looking like he wants to say something. So, guess this is kinda strange to be asking after 3 whole days, but what's your name anyway? Right, we never did introduce ourselves. It's... Oh, I get to choose. The first name that comes to mind is Maisie. Alright, you look like a Maisie. 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 Is there a way? Hang on. Is this gonna save? I will save. Is there a way to change the text? There is not. Okay. We're going to return. I am struggling with the text. Well, nice to officially meet you then, Maisie. Name's... Dustin? Sorry. You're not Dustin. You shall be Elliot. I think that's how you spell Elliot. Well, Elliot. I'm Elliot. Okay. What's with that smug look on your face? Okay, never mind. I'm sorry I said anything. You've just taken it back. He looks dissatisfied. How was he expecting me to react? It's not like I really care, but somehow he doesn't look very much like an Elliot. Well, I'm sorry I named them Elliot. It's just the first thing that came to my head. I continue staring out the window. The sky is so red. Normally, I'd think it was pretty, but now it's just depressing me. Bad things come out after the dark. I remember that all too well. I'd rather not think about that, so I decided to break the silence after all. So, what were you doing before everything happened? Oh, you look surprised. I guess I haven't been talking much since we met. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. You know, this and that. I've never really settled into one thing in particular. What does that mean? Oh, do I have a choice? Whatever, I guess. It's not that weird. You can have multiple choices. Whatever, it's not like I actually care. I just wanted to pass the time. That's not what I meant! I guess I did kinda mean that. What about you? This ride is yours, after all. Yeah, well, it's really my dad's car. Or was. Even when he was alive, though, I was the only one who ever drove it. After Dad got that 3rd DUI, his license was revoked. He used that as an excuse to never leave the house. It was just as well, anyway. Sometimes he'd leave the car somewhere and forget And get where? Ah, yes, he didn't. Sorry, never mind. I'm feeling surprisingly calm about this. It's like I'm on the outside looking in. Wonder if I'm really that callous. Maybe the apocalypse is just giving me more perspective, so they are in the apocalypse. Ah, okay. More info. It's okay, the booze would have killed him eventually anyway. Oh, that's kind of sad. Did it just get darker? Pretty quiet in here, huh? Yeah, take a hint already. Surprisingly, not much noise at the end of the world. Still, do you think there's any radio stations left? I'd be pretty shocked if so. Reckon it couldn't hurt to look though. Ooh, scene change. I reached towards the console and turned the radio dial in one direction. There's nothing but static, sometimes metallic screeching. Great. Hang on a sec. Go back down. What did he hear exactly? There couldn't really be something there, could there? I slowly rotate the knob back the other way. Wait! There it is, I think. Whoa! What? This is the only channel, then we're gonna roll with it. Is that mariachi? Oh my god. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. Out of all the music that could be playing, this is what we get? What am I thinking? Of course it is. Of course we're on a highway to hell in the dark and mariachi is the only music available to us. The combination of Spanish vocals and horns on the track are completely ridiculous right now. I'm actually dying. The dulcet tones of this fabulous man are actually killing me. That is not what I was expecting. Who the hell's out there running this? Of all the music that would be left, man. It takes me a minute to settle down, but then... Wait, isn't this the same song again? It's probably on an endless loop because why wouldn't it be? Typical. Sure seems like the way. Guess it's just Ghost on the Waves after all. And the undead aren't exactly interesting in DJing. What do you think a zombie even listened to? Is death metal too obvious an answer? Rob Zombie, or maybe they're all into baby metal these days. I don't know, I think the Grateful Dead seems more apt. You know, I've always wondered this, but what are the grateful for exactly? What are they grateful for? Maybe they finally found themselves some peace. Peace. Huh. I wish they'd let the rest of us have some. It ain't so bad right now, anyway. Well, except for that. He gestures towards the console. 101.7 is now the Infinite Loop Mariachi radio station. So, what are you into anyway? I'm sorry I don't really have voices for them, because I didn't want to stick with it the entire time, and I'd probably slip out of it. So, if you're getting confused, who's who, I'm sorry. Music-wise, I really like... Ooh, what... Alias Morsiete. I'm so sorry. The top 40 hits, that sort of thing. Not like I had a lot of free time to explore my musical tastes or anything. You? And don't tell me it's baby metal. Will you judge me if I actually haven't heard of them? No, that might be for the best. He doesn't have to know that I unironically like baby metal. What do you listen to then? Most people look at me and expect me to be into the Stones or Marley or something, but, well, you'll probably actually judge me more for this. Try me. ABBA. You listen to ABBA? That wasn't judging, I was just more surprised. Oh my god, I can't keep a straight face. I lose it. Everything is just too much. Oh, he looks so sad. Oh, it did, yeah, he looks kind of sullen. I'm sorry, Elliot, but that's not sorry. Told you. No, it's fine. Their music's catchy. I managed to get these words out. All this laughing is making my stomach hurt more. Damn it. I mean, my parents listen to ABBA, but it's fine. Can we turn the radio off? It's way too loud. Your parents? Yeesh. How old are you anyway? You seem a bit young for alienist? I don't know that. How old do you think I am? I'm pretty sure there is no right answer to that question. Except for that one. I'm 22. What kind of reaction is that? No, whoa, you look so young, or anything like that. I wonder how old Elliot is anyway. This music's kinda similar to ABBA, isn't it? All peppy and stuff? You should be happy to have it. That's sure of an optimistic take on it. Alright, enough of you. Oh, thank you. Oh, my ears, the static. I was going crazy. He purposely reaches over and shuts off the radio. Heh, he's got a surprisingly immature side to him too. Did you ever expect things to end up this way? What? Where did that come from all of a sudden? I would just not say anything and just reflect on things that have happened. Because I don't know what these characters have been through. So I'm just gonna pause. Why do you have to ruin the mood like that? It's getting dark, huh? The sun sets so late in the summer. I'm a bit surprised we still have any light at all at this hour. Especially without the streetlights and after all. Whoa, and all. It's like the sky's just been saving it up. Looks a bit like a dying fire. That sounds kind of morbid, but kind of fitting for the end of the world. Oh, it's gotten dark again. It's silent again, for a little while, but it doesn't last. So, you never really told me what it is that you do. I mean, it doesn't have to be a job or anything, but, well, what do you like to do? Or what did you, before everything, like to do? Huh. Turn my eyes to the window as I think of my life. Actually, I worked a lot. I didn't really have time for much other than that. I would wake up, shower, go to work, have a lunch break, back to work, get off work, eat dinner, and watch TV for a few minutes before passing out. And then the whole thing would start all over again in the morning. That was about it. And after leading such a boring life, I ended up here. I'm probably not even gonna go out with a bang. My death's going to be just as dull as my life. I guess that's what most people's story would be. It's tough out there. Was tough. Probably tougher now. All kinds of pointless in the end, isn't it? You work your damn tail off and everything goes to pot anyway. And you just wonder why you didn't spend your time better, you know? That's deep, man. That's very deep. No, he's not trying to sound cool. That's just deep, I guess. That's actually exactly how I feel about it too. I'm surprised that I'm actually able to relate to him. But I think most people would be in that situation. Obviously not the apocalypse situation, that's not what I'm talking about. But most people these days, to actually just survive, you need to work your ass off the entire time just to get by the week. Yeah, but I guess that doesn't matter either way. Zombies don't care whether you're a good or bad person. We're all going to die anyway. So, what about you? I'm sure you didn't spend all your time listening to ABBA. I used to travel a lot, looking for work and stuff. I suppose you could call me a bit of a nomad. Did he backpack across Europe or something? What does nomad mean in this context? Well, whatever. That sounds really cliche. Not really, it sort of suits you. To tell the truth, I haven't really had much purpose in a while. I've just been getting by. When you can't find something to do, you sort of lose yourself. It gets to a pretty dark place. Got to the point I used to wish I could just take a vacation from life. Oof. Guess I got my wish, didn't I? I used to wish for that too. I wanted to be free. I didn't want to be responsible for Dad anymore. Damn, this is heavy. And now I'm not, but I can't say whether that's really a good thing or not. Wishes never do come true in that way you expect them to, huh? Yeah. Monkey's paw? Well, is that a meeting for something? I don't actually know. My stomach starts to throb painfully. I look down and press my hand against it. You hungry? It felt okay for a while there, but it's acting up again. God, why did this all have to happen? Still feel nauseous? Damn, I shouldn't be so obvious about it. I don't want to cause any trouble. This might be causing even more trouble though. Oh, yeah, it's gotten a little better, but... Anyway, I move my hand away from my stomach. It's not like resting my hand there will make the pain go away. In a way, as long as I feel that pain, I know I'm still alive. Oh. That was morbid as hell. What's wrong with me? I'm just exhausted, which doesn't help things. You know how it is. You think we should stop and rest? I glance at the fuel gauge on the dashboard, nervous. We barely have a fourth of the tank left, as it is. No, like it or not, we will be stopping soon anyway. Braking would just waste gas. Onwards it is, then. Trying to ignore my pain, I keep my eyes on the endless road stretched out ahead of us. Ooh, it's gotten darker again. It really hurts now. I don't think I've ever been in this much pain in my life. And that's saying a lot, considering what I have to go through every month. I deserve this, don't I? I shouldn't feel bad about it. I brought it on myself. Do you ever wonder, like, why us? How did we make it this far? And is it really such a good thing that we're still alive? From the moment I swung that baseball bat, I sealed my own fate. Is one of them going to die? I don't want one of them to die. They're just like traveling on their own. They kind of, you know, learning each other's personalities. Just as I start to sink into really dark thoughts, I hear Elliot's voice. Honestly, I try not to think so hard about stuff like that. If I stop to wonder what my own life was worth, It's a dangerous train of thought, I'll tell you that. We're here. That's what matters. Despite it all, we're here. And we're safe. The how and why of it is just garnish on the salad. You know, I didn't believe it at first. I mean, that we were really facing the apocalypse, or whatever. So the first couple of months I just kept working. Kept on like everything was fine. And then I couldn't ignore it anymore. And then Dad... How do I even begin to explain? Listen. You gotta answer me if you don't want... You don't gotta answer me if you don't want to, but... You're old man. What happened? My dad? Oh. Well, did he turn? Is that why? I smacked him in the head with a baseball bat and then ran like hell. Huh. So, he needed more beer, right? Of course he did. It was a deadbeat alcoholic. But they wouldn't even let him in our nearby liquor store anymore, so he wandered off to another one. Just so happened that part of town was infested. It took a while before I even noticed, since he wasn't really any different from usual. Does it count as murder if you kill a zombie? I guess if that was your first, kill, that would take a heavy toll. Does it count as murder if you've never got arrested because your town's entire police force is now undead? That's pretty pathetic, huh? But so was my dad. So am I. And in the end, I won't be doing much better. My stomach is burning with pain now, and guilt. Stare out the window, seeing nothing but darkness. Who knows what could be lurking out there? Just focus on the stars, take your mind off things. Though that hasn't changed since way before, I guess. Oh, hand? Hand, why? Hey. Hand! I feel a sudden warmth on the top of my hand. Hesitant at first, but then steady. Elliot's hand rests on top of mine. It feels alien somehow. I flinch. I don't think I'm used to comfort, but I know he means well. Probably. We're still here. Just remember that. Until that changes, there's still time. Things might never get any better. It'd be stupid to assume that they would. But while we're still breathing, there's hope. That's pretty cheesy, isn't it? Anyway, I'm sorry about that. About your dad, I mean. Even if you didn't get on with him, I bet it must be hard, losing someone that close to you. Wow. Where do I even start? Oh. I think it's... I mean, this is just a random stranger. Even if you do hang out more, I think it would bring you together if you be honest. Right? But who knows what could happen in the future? Let's just be honest. For some reason, I feel like I can be honest with Elliot. Even though I barely know him, I trust him, somehow. My mouth opens all on its own, and words spill out. Honestly, I felt relieved when he died. And then I felt awful for feeling relieved. But I spent 7 years of my life taking care of him. At the end of it all, I just felt free. Not that I got to enjoy that feeling of freedom for long. It makes me feel like a monster to admit all this to someone else. It really does. But that's the truth. I wouldn't worry too much. There's no wrong way to feel. He's right. I know I'm only human. I'm not a monster. Not yet, anyway. I guess I'm almost privileged. No one I care about has been around in a long while. I wonder if there's anyone else still out there. I wonder if they're stuck out here, like this. I wonder if we'll ever know. Elliot, Oh? What? Why did that happen? The guild is really getting to me now. I have to say something. Ooh, what? Oh, the engine. I am interrupted by the sound of the engine giving out. Oh, if this ends with them both being taken by zombies smashing through the windows, I'm going to be upset. I've heard this sound before. We're out of gas. Damn. The fuel gauge light even come on? I didn't even notice. The engine cuts out. The car just rolls along until it completely stops. Before, I would have pushed it to the nearest gas station, but now, well, it's the end of the line, isn't it? I really thought the gas would last a little longer than that. Bound to happen sooner or later, wasn't it? We brought this car used, after all. It's cost efficient, but not so much fuel efficient. Wonder how far the next gas station is. Too far. It'd be nice if there were some signs around here or something. Can't believe we've gone this long without seeing any. Are you on a back road? Even if there were, it's not like we could have seen them. It's gotten so dark and without the streetlights. My stomach feels like it's on fire. I don't think I have much time left. Hey, did you get bit? Is that why? Oh no! Don't be that reason. Hey, how fast do you think you can run? Oh no. About average, I guess. Do you reckon we should? Yeah, I knew it. Oh no! I touched my stomach. That hole isn't ever going to heal over, is it? This is really it. I don't know. I don't know if there is a point. Even if Elliot was an Olympic sprinter, I don't think he'd be able to make it. Not forever. If not me, then someone else would just... Maybe not. Too damn dark, anyhow. In all likelihood, one of us would probably trip and fall. Pretty sad to make it just this far, to die from a bust-up face. He can crack jokes because he has no idea. Knowing that just makes me feel like crap. I can't say anything now. Yeah, it would. Anyway, there's nothing we can do until the sun rises. Guess we're crashing here tonight then, huh? In more ways than one. Could be worse, anyway. At least the air smells nice. Yeah. I close my eyes, feeling the throbbing of my wound. I don't know how long it'll take. How long will I be able to go on? I wish I'd done more than work. I wish I paid more attention to the news. For now, all I can do is rest. What if Elliot's also infected or bitten? I've run far enough. Well, good night then. The sunlight is completely extinguished. There's nothing but darkness on the endless stretch of land ahead. Oh, that's it? Wait, we don't even know what happens? You can't just end it like that! What? So that was the shadows that run alongside our car. That was interesting. I mean, just two strangers getting in a car and talking about whatever comes to mind in the apocalypse. I mean, I went down more the truthful path because I wanted to know the characters a bit more, and in those situations I probably would have went with the truthful part. Except she was also dying, which she didn't say. But what would you do in that situation? Yeah, a lot of those things hit close to me. Not being bit, that's not one. I am not infected. I am not starting the zombie apocalypse. Do not worry. I really enjoy this game, so thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate all of you. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, bye!